Hi, and welcome to the DefineMe Happy Hour. We do this every week. We have a very, very, very special guest this week. This is Olivia of Olivia Olfactory.
Hey, everybody.
She's beautiful. She's funny. She's smart. I strongly feel that way. She's like the best. So we're so excited to have you here as our guest. You're so you just know so much about fragrance. So I admire that. Yes. And so I wanted to ask you a little bit about what inspired you to start Olivia Olfactory?
Sure. So it's interesting how it all started because since a kid, I was very, very connected to my sense of smell. And that was something that I feel like is very underutilized in a lot of people, but it was something very, very specific. Memories connect to it. So something strong from the very beginning. But what started the page off is it's kind of a silly story. So I was at a restaurant one day, and our server, she was wearing a very strong fragrance, and I thought it was Ariana Grande Cloud, and which is about $60, right? And so I owned it. So I thought, okay, you are wearing that, right? So I asked her, and she got very upset with me because it was, in fact, Baccarat Rouge 540. And which is like $400 if you guys haven't seen this.
And Ariana is like a $65 bottle.
Exactly. Yeah. So she was kind of insulted that
whatever.
And then so I thought to myself, well, am I losing my mind? Or like they said, they're so similar, right? So I started watching videos, and the more I was watching these videos, I was like, wow, this is really enjoyable, really soothing. It's like talking a language that I've always spoken, but never been able to talk to other people about.
Sure.
And so I watched more videos, and I decided, you know what, I think I might be all right at this. So I started on YouTube, and then I would connect with some other people. I know Sniff with Steph.
We love her.
She's so great. She's so great.
She was here. We did a live with her.
I watched the whole thing. Yeah. I had it as I was driving home.
She's just so sweet. We love her.
Yeah, and she's actually the one that said, hey, YouTube's pretty slow. Have you gotten on the social media platforms? And I was like, it's already so much work.
Yeah.
But then I did, and it was able to take off really well. So
it did.
Yeah.
So when we discovered you, you had 1,200 followers. I remember the first video that I saw was you were like in the bathroom with your husband or something like that. Like it was kind of interesting, but I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, this girl's funny, and she's got some style. And I was like, let's start talking to her. And now you're at 130. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, 170K or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But you know what? There's a reason for that. It's like you're entertaining, you're creative, and so I love it. So we were honored to have you try some of our fragrances. And so we're going to talk about some of Olivia's favorite DefineMe fragrances that we're so honored that you like and love and wear. So the first one is the Delphine fragrance.
This was an instant love.
And I remember a video you had talked about being from the Midwest. I'm from Midwest. I grew up in Chicago, or Midwestern girl, salt to the earth.
So I was about to say
salt to the earth.
Yes.
And the lilacs. Yeah. So there's that, and I've lived here for a long time in California. I've tried to grow lilacs unsuccessfully.
No,
it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it's hard to describe. But can you describe like lilac? Or can you try it?
It's I would say for people who aren't familiar with lilac, it's a much more gentle floral fragrance than, say, a jasmine, which can be very sharp and piercing. There's almost something velvety and buttery and delicate about a lilac.
That's a good description.
And it strikes such a memory, and that's why I liked Delphine from the moment I smelled it, because I smelled it and I was like, this has lilac. I didn't even look. I knew that it had lilac. And I have such a distinct memory because the beautiful thing about growing up in the Midwest is that I mean, my elementary school was right across from my home, so I was able to walk there.
Oh, that's nice.
And I can remember when my parents, you know, and I was like 3rd grade, would walk me, you know, and there was this lilac tree that we'd always walk by. So I just have a beautiful memory of being like, I'm like choked up. I'm like, oh, I miss my family. But, you know, this beautiful memory of like walking with my parents and this walking by this tree.
Getting a whiff of that smell. It smells like comfort. It smells like
so comforting.
Yeah, it's now, was it purple lilac or was it
purple lilac?
Yeah, but once in a while they're in season here, and I'll just buy bundles of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like if they're at the grocery store or whatever, I'll just grab them and have them on in my office. Love them.
Yeah.
So the reason for Delphine was exactly that. Like we were looking for a 5th fragrance. Was it 5th fragrance? 6th fragrance. Okay. 6th fragrance. And I kind of got a little selfish with it because I was like thinking, I'm going to do something for every other type of fragrance. Like you have fresh and more gourmand, etc. And I was like, I want to do something for me. So Delphine, I'm a bit of a Francophile, so the name Delphine. And it means to me, Delphine inspires creativity and imagination. I'm a very creative person, big imagination, right? So it's really about that. Yeah. So, and then for Delphine, you guys, so I was going to tell you about this. So you know, today we're having use this code. It's on there already. Hannah put it up for us. Say hi, Hannah.
Hi,
Hannah's back there. She's here. So it's Olivia, uppercase 25 for 25% off your order. And this is really special. This is kind of a big deal. We'd like to give like a super juicy GWP, gift with purchase. We're giving a $28 value travel spray in Delphine with any purchase or over $50. And this expires this Sunday. So this is the deal, guys. Take advantage of this because we're not doing this again. And we're not doing it for any other deal. So 25% off and a free Delphine per spray. If you do not like Delphine, everyone's, fragrance is subjective. Subjective. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. You got it.
You can put in the notes in your order what fragrance travel spray that you would like. So we're open to that. Yes, we want to make everybody happy. That's our goal here. So we have the 1.7 ounce. Delphine is available in this. It's got the, if you don't know, it's got coconut oil, organic sugarcane, alcohol. It's 70% natural fragrance. I don't know if I ever told you that, but 70%. It's full of natural, and the synthetics are clean synthetics. There's no phthalates. There's no BHT in that. And then we have the travel spray. As I mentioned, these are 28 and they're 25% off. Use your code. We have a hair fragrance mist. It's anti-frizz. It has panthenol. Do you know? Yes,
my hairstylist. I didn't know that was in there.
That shows my age.
No. I changed it when I moved here, but the dresser is the right one.
Yes, hairstylist. So she's a hairstylist, but we did panthenol, aloe, chamomile extract, so it smooths the hair, anti-frizz, and I'm sure you tell people not to wash their hair every day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they use dry shampoo, but hair gets smelly.
Hair gets smelly. It's so absorbent that, it's actually the perfect place to put a fragrance because it's such a porous material.
Yes. And this is why we did this, because people were telling us they were putting fragrance in their hair. And I was like, oh my God, alcohol. That's just all alcohol. Don't do that. So this does have some alcohol in it to spray through, but the aloe coats the hair, the chamomile, again, it makes it smooth, silky. And the panthenol is a natural substitute to silicone.
I'm geeking out because these are both of my interests. Like, I'm a hairdresser and a perfumer. Like, I'm not a perfumer, but reviewer.
She's a perfumer. Yes, you're on your way to
one.
Yeah. So this stuff is great. These retail for $40, so you get 25% off of that with our code. And then we have our whipped body polishes that are also super hydrating, whipped, beautiful. You guys, you'll love this. If you're lazy like me, I get out of the shower. You just put it on the shower, get out of the shower, and I just dry off and you're done. You don't need lotion.
Right.
super hydrating, beautiful for the skin. So these are also 25% off. Use that code.
What I didn't realize about these ones is when I first used this one here, it had a sandy texture, so you get that nice exfoliation. But what I didn't realize is because at first I'm like, oh, it's got the grip, great. And then I got out and I was like, wait, oh, it's a moisturizing one.
Yes.
You don't immediately feel
it's
that.
not salt, it's sugar. Yeah, it's sugar.
Yeah. Oh, sugar, excuse me.
Yeah. No, it's no, but it's but you're right. Yeah, right. It's and then you go out and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, I didn't need to put on lotion, and I'm like a lizard. That was good.
I'm a lazy lizard. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, with the cooler weather coming out, in some places it's snowing now across the country, not here in Los Angeles, but you know, what are some of your top cold weather, your favorite notes for colder weather?
Well, because it gets so hot here, I feel like some heavier notes like caramels and vanillas, they don't fare well in as hot as we get here in Los Angeles. So the minute it's like 70, I'm like, give me my gourmands, give me my very thick powdery fragrances, and also I also am a very dark and brooding gal, so I like my tobaccos and my rums, and I do love a really dark fragrance note. So,
nice.
Yeah.
So you really go from, because I remember you saying how you love fresh. Yeah. So you go from like one to the other.
I got things in everything I love.
Oh, that's really cool. So speaking of gourmands, winter gourmands, you know, you had talked about, this is Rami. Rami is our newest. Today. It's so good. Rami is our newest fragrance. Caramel, almond, golden benzoin. Golden benzoin's a really interesting note. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It reminds me, it's got like the cinnamon, almost like that. You compared this to
angel food cake.
Angel food cake. That's really interesting. It does smell like that.
Sweet but powdery, very, very comforting.
Easy on the nose, right? Like just easy.
Yeah. I feel like for people who are sensitive to florals, this is a great alternative because it's got this smooth, powdery quality that really melds nicely with the skin.
Yes.
So it interacts with you as a person. And so it's one of those scents that, you know, people really want to smell it on you. Because I wore it I had it on at the gas station and the guy was like, oh, okay.
I don't know if that's what you want, but all right.
I mean...
So this also comes with the clear quartz, and with the clear quartz I believe it has a high vibration. It's about clarity and focus, and the name Rami actually means targeted, like your kind of goal. Yeah, isn't that cool?
I didn't know this. I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, and you know, everything we do here, everything's overthought, really. Honestly, we think a lot about it. Yeah, but thank you. And so it really is about, you know, helping when somebody wears it, just feeling better, feeling more like focused and clear. And, you know, the quartz has a high vibration, and it also changes the chemistry of the fragrance. It makes it a little more buttery, a little more smoother.
I have noticed the difference between these and the ones without.
Very much so. Isn't that weird?
No, and it's true. I've noticed a big difference actually.
Yeah, so we love that. And then, you know, we also are using the packaging so people can reuse things. That's really important to us. Like, so you could put, I don't know, your oil or alcohol or whatever you want in there afterwards. Just clean it out, or you can save the crystals. And so these guys are regularly 48. It's a 0.28 ml, my brain right now. And so use your code, guys, Olivia25, all uppercase. It's up there. It's 25% off, and you get your free Delphine travel spray with orders over $50. So yes, use that. And the other thing that it comes in is the mood prisms have you tried these yet?
I have it in my car.
So cool. So these are little mood prism diffusers. They have just oil, the Rami fragrance oil inside of it. You take off the cap, the oil seeps into the wood, and it's really great in your car. It's great in a closet, kitchen, any small space, your bathroom, anything,
Stick
anywhere
it
in
in
your
your
office.
shoe.
Put it in your shoe. Somebody was like, this lady was like, oh my God, that's not, I'm like, it's not.
Like, perhaps no.
But anyway, you know, but it's just such a fun, and it's so giftable too. And these retail for $33. So we also have that crystal infused bundle, and it's, Hannah has it up there on the side. So you can get this and you can get this together. So you have, you know, it with you all the time. And it's also like, not just perfumey, but it's like good for the car too, which is really interesting. Yeah, and it's also very decorative and pretty. We love it. Okay, so that is Rami, and then one of the first products we remember you talking about was Kahana.
Oh yeah,
we sent you the Kahana, and you were like, "Oh my God!" And you were like, "This lasted all day." And I was like, "That makes me."
It was actually absurd because it was a hot day, so you'd think you'd just sweat off your fragrance, and I can remember I put it on, and it was nearly 24 hours later.
Oh,
I was laying in bed, and I went to throw down the covers, and it was just this coconut, just like, and I was like, "Are you actually kidding me right now?" Like that, I was really blown away by that.
And you know, we use, so our you know, these are $48, guys. Our biggest 1.7s are 72. We price our fragrances that way so that most people can afford them, or more people can afford them.
Yeah.
It's not because it's any worse, or we actually use 27% fragrance oil in our fragrances, which is incredibly high. We use organic sugar cane alcohol and coconut oil. And I think I might get hammered for this, but the quality of our fragrance is just as good as a $400 bottle. We just don't charge that.
Right.
So I think people a lot of times think that way, you know, and that's one of the things that I've seen you do, and I've seen some other influencers do, that you guys call that out. And like, I really appreciate that. Sometimes cheap is cheap. Like
sometimes cheap is cheap.
Sometimes cheap is cheap, but sometimes the expensive is just a marketing thing.
Yeah, because you've got a lot of these companies where the whole basis is that it's the celebrity endorsement, or then it doesn't last 15 minutes.
Right.
So, you know, it's like, okay, what's the point then?
Right.
And that's a load of money to spend.
Exactly. And I wanted to price our fragrances to be the everyday fragrance, the fragrance that you reach to, because the intention behind them was to make you feel good every day. So why would I just have that for when you go to a wedding or when you have a special date or something like that? So that was really the intention behind that.
I like that.
Yeah. People do judge it. They're like, "Oh, it's," and I'm like, no, it's just as good. Just you should. It's don't judge a scent by its price. Ooh.
Okay. I like that.
All right.
I think that's the motto of the entire channel, really. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is, and I find it really interesting. I love that you'll blend like a Bath and Body Works lotion with some $400 bottle like that. I love that.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like when you grow up in the Midwest, there's this practicality. So if I were to say, go back home and I'm like, yeah, this was $400, people are like, what are you on? So then, you know, keeping it to my roots, I'm like, but if I like the Bath and Body Works fragrance, then I'm going to blend it together, because who cares? You know?
Yeah,
have some fun with it.
For sure. So the Kahana, the notes are, as Olivia mentioned, there's coconut water. We call it coconut water. Hibiscus. It's got white orchid. Why is my brain not? Blonde woods. So it's very just kind of like, how would you? I mean, it makes you. The whole story behind it actually is during COVID. I was like, people want to leave, they want to go on vacation, so I was like, let's create a beachy fragrance where people feel like they can escapism. And then the crystals in this are aquamarine, and aquamarine crystals are about they have the energy of water. It's about relaxation, it's about harmony. So we thought that was a really good combination to put with the Kahana fragrance. And then of course, we've got this little puppy, so cute.
I love that little bead.
It's the little bead. The little bead. So she's really pretty decorative. this makes a great gift. Like if you, who wouldn't want that? I don't know. I would want that. If somebody gave me that, I'd be like, oh, I love it. So again, guys, take advantage of this opportunity. Don't wait. We're doing these lives to give you the deals throughout the month. You know, we have Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up, but we're not doing anything on that day in particular for the live. So this live is extra special. Please use your code Olivia25, and then you'll get that travel spray. Take advantage of that. And then I wanted to ask if Hannah has any questions for us, if anyone has any questions for Olivia.
No questions yet, but I'm getting obsessed with Olivia Olfactory. Thank you for the code. A lot of people just like,
Yay.
You know, yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. This is so great.
Nice, amazing. Yeah. So one other thing I want to mention, so join our Goddess Gang, guys. You get points for shopping, you leave reviews. There's 400 points for just signing up. You can redeem your points and rewards for special codes. You get early access to everything. You are the first to know. You guys are our VIPs. We love you. So we love hooking you guys up. And so take advantage of that. You can just go on our website, and there's a whole page where you just join our Goddess Gang. You just get goodies, and it's just a fun community. We love it. And then the other thing is become a VIP. If you sign up for SMS, for text, I promise we make them worth your while. We're not going to be annoying. I know a lot of people get like too many texts,
daily messages,
and we respect that. So you'll be the first to know about new launches, special offers. You get sneak peeks of what's coming. You get invitations like today, and to just do that. Just so you go on our website and just sign up for texts and be sort of in the DefineMe now. You know.
Yeah.
So what is next for you? Like, what is next for you in fragrance? Like, what is going on?
So what I would like to focus on is, right now I have my studio and I have my home, and there's quite a commute, and so that limits the amount of time that I'm able to work on, you know, my videos. And so what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to find a large space, so that, and you know, my pets are getting old, so I want them around me.
Your fur babies.
But you know, it would be such a wonderful thing to be able to do my work and then turn around and have, my husband's a professional photographer, right? So I have all of my lighting set up,
nice,
everything right there.
Amazing.
So the next move is to consolidate my space so that way I can focus on the quality of content that I'm putting out.
Amazing.
I'm getting a new camera, so that way everything's very clear, and I'm going to focus on more YouTube videos as well. And it's just really buckling down into, because I didn't expect this to turn into anything at all. I started this just, I mean, my goofy videos, like they're just so inappropriate.
You're so funny. Yeah, my favorite post was when you were getting the bikini wax. That I was like, no, she didn't. You guys have to check her out. It's on TikTok and Instagram. It's Olivia Olfactory. You guys have to follow her. If you're not following her, follow her. So funny. She'll make your day, crack you up. And but that was hilarious. I was like, you have a lot of like cojones there.
Yeah,
you really do. Like,
well, you know what it is that when I started watching the videos, it was so lovely to listen to. I found it very soothing. But what I saw missing a little bit was I didn't really see a person like myself reflected. I saw a lot of,
it's so true,
heteronormative, like, I'm a beautiful feminine woman who wants to be attracted to men. And I'm like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I would like to see a little humor. I would like to see a little bit of grit as well.
Yeah.
Because just because someone is a little bit, you know, I'm a little more rock and roll. And so I still love to smell good. I know there are plenty of people that are really interested in that sort of thing.
But you're also goofy and funny.
Have fun.
And I love that.
Yeah.
You don't take yourself too seriously.
No,
that's what it's really refreshing. Another one was my one of my favorite things is when you pair the perfume with your animals.
Oh yeah.
That was so cute. I was like, oh my God, because they have so much personality. So you're like, here's the fragrance, and there was one of your puppies was Kahana. I forgot which one. Was it Katie?
Oh, that was
This puppy.
Blondie. That was the
Blondie.
Chihuahua.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's so cute. So
Yes.
cute. And like, how do you come up with these ideas? Like, how do you think of like fresh, like,
Sometimes it'll just
content?
be a thing that hits me. Like, so for example, the thing with the pets. We have one of our cats. We found her outside of a Target, almost starved to death. So I
Aw.
scooped her up and
Poor
took her
baby.
home, and now she doesn't leave me alone ever. Right? It's just, mommy, I love you.
Aw.
So one of the video ideas is because one day it was Halloween and I'm getting ready, and I had some perfume set out, and I was like, I'm not sure which one I want to wear. And she was just right by my side, and I was like, Patches, what do you think? So then it was funny. She actually sat there and smelled all three, and then she reached out her paw and set it on one, and I was like, these videos write themselves. I'm just I'm the speaker, but you know, they present themselves to me. I don't make them up. They actually happen in life.
That's incredible. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It has been an honor. We've been such fans of yours for so long now. It feels like I don't know, like a year almost. But anyway, but thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, please take advantage of this amazing deal, Olivia 25. Go ahead and please shop. Get your, we have Thanksgiving next week. Everybody's like, we're going to be off next Thursday. So get your gifts now. Like, why not? Like, take care of that stuff. Get it out of the way. Plan ahead. Yeah, plan ahead.
Not always the best of
and all of this expires on 11/20. So yeah, so do that. And come hang out with us every Thursday. We're not going to be here next Thursday, as I said, because we're shutting down for Thanksgiving. Everyone's taking Thanksgiving off. But join us for the next happy hours and the surprises and all this other stuff that we have going on. Thank you for coming, and cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for having me.
Thank you.
What a wonderful time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh,
bye.